Sands is a proud sponsor of the Long Island Tea Podcast.
With incomparable luxury, Sands leaves nothing to the imagination. To learn more, visit sandsnewyork.com.
We are the Long Island Tea, where we spill the tea.
It's true. We're from Long Island, so we say, how you doing? How you doing?
I don't.
We're in the middle of the vines.
Yes.
Because it's Memorial Weekend. So
It's
there's
kickoff. We're here. It's summertime. Long Island wine of the week.
I'm thankful for our hot teas.
Yes. That's like such a Long Island thing.
We're just talking about real life.
Right.
That's what we do. Welcome back to our very special annual episode of Long Island Tea, live from the Jones Beach Air Show.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
What a beautiful day.
Whoa. Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
And it's going to be this way all weekend.
I know.
I think so.
They lucked out.
Yeah, we normally air our show on Tuesday, but it's going up this weekend so that you can come and get all of the festivities. You can hear the planes flying behind us.
I love it.
The Thunderbirds, and it's just like, it's epic. So I'm Kristen.
And I'm Sharon.
And we're living our best life here at Jones
Beach. We're kicking off summer. It's Memorial Day weekend.
I know. And I don't even feel like I need to ask, but how you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing excellent.
Yeah, it's
How
great.
you doing?
I'm doing great. We're here. We've got our whole team here. They've been here all morning on News 12. We've got a Discover Long Island table. And if you're watching on YouTube, we have these awesome blue glasses,
so cool,
which you can come and get for free at the Discover Long Island table. So make sure you come and check it out. And I'm about to go be on a press conference.
Yeah.
So I'm like stressing a little bit because I'm like, we're on a ticking time bomb here.
Ticking time bomb.
I gotta go. Chip's gonna yell at me. But we're here at the cafe right on the Jones Beach Boardwalk. And remember last year they had just built this bar. I think it was just opening.
Isn't it incredible? And I feel like it's so crowded here today, which is awesome.
It's
because
crazy.
There's people everywhere, and they're going to be enjoying that bar.
Yeah, the word is out on the Friday.
Yeah, and we may have spilled some tea there.
Yeah, I think that might be our fault because we were always like, Friday is the best day to come because it's the practice round, which is pretty much the real deal.
Exactly.
But it's free and less crowded. And then now we're going to have to cut off the less crowded part.
Exactly. Parking lots are full. It's crazy.
I know. And we have a lot to talk about today. So, I just got back.
Yeah.
From Texas.
Where
I was at a 3-day international travel trade show called IPW, hosted by U.S. Travel. We're there with I Love New York and all of our colleagues from all around, not only New York State, but like the whole country.
Yeah, the whole country
is there. And 6,000 people come in from all over the world. Travel buyers, media, suppliers, travel experts, and we're basically all pitching why they should sell and
come to our destination,
about Long Island.
Yeah,
and every other destination is doing the same thing. So my voice is like,
I know. Yeah, you came back, and I was like, oh gosh.
And there they go. I love it. Oh my gosh, never gets old. But it's so crazy because we forget. Like, we live here. We know what Long Island has to offer. We know how awesome it is, and I'm having these meetings with people from all over the world, and I'm like, we're from Long Island. They're like, where's that?
Cape Cod?
And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, have you heard of the Hamptons? They're like, nope.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Like,
it's so funny. I'm here to tell you.
I'm like, you've heard of New York City?
Right.
Yes. Okay, let's start there.
Yeah.
And it's just a reminder how many people don't know about our destination and why we do what we do, which is to invite visitors from across the globe to come and experience like this epic summer that we're about to have.
Oh gosh, I can't wait. I am seriously so excited for today. It's unbelievable. This weather couldn't be better. This summer is going to be awesome.
Well, it's always, a testament because this event is so anticipated every year because Long Islanders know when it's the Bethpage Jones Beach Air Show, that's how you know it's summer.
Yeah.
Summer's here.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And the last couple of years, at least one of the days has been a rain day, like a washout. And it's so disappointing when that happens. Not this year. I know.
There it goes.
Everyone. I mean, what a cool backdrop, by the way. Chris, you nailed this one with like the jets flying right behind us.
Exactly.
This is great. And I kind of feel like it's foreshadowing for the whole summer. The fact that when this event goes off perfectly, you know the whole rest of the summer is going to be awesome.
Yep, epic.
Starting with tonight, my whole,
I know,
the girls
you have
are
the
all
whole
here with
clan
me.
here.
I know, because we're going to do this. We're going to do the press conference, and then we're going straight to Taylor Swift concert.
I can't believe that. I mean, I said to Thomas earlier, I'm like, you ready for T-Swizzle? He's
Oh
like,
my God.
ready as I'll ever be.
It has been so stressful, Sharon.
I heard.
The bedazzling
I know.
of the T-shirts that Tegan, I don't know how the girls got it done last night, Tegan and Kenzie. So they made one for Thomas, and it's like Dad's for Taylor. And Tegan's is like so intricate, spells out like Cornelia Street,
Oh
and
my
has a
gosh.
house on it. It's like lover in cursive. I'm like, I don't know how she does that.
I know. It's
so
like
that was
magical.
stressful, because I mean, I'm telling you what, 10 o'clock last night when I was going to bed, they were not done.
They were not done.
I was like, I don't see it happening.
What does yours say?
No, I'm just wearing a sparkly outfit, like a dress.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. But then we had an extra ticket because one
Right.
of our kids decided not to go, and so like last night decided to sell it on StubHub, and I've never sold a ticket on StubHub.
Right.
And these are premier prime priceless tickets.
Yes.
So I had one to sell, sold it within 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
For a big number. And I don't know, StubHub's telling me it didn't go through. The person claimed it on
Yeah.
Ticketmaster, so it says claimed. It's gone. I can't claim it back. But StubHub is like, no, it didn't. They I'm like, oh, here we go.
Here we go. And then like you don't know who you're going to be sitting with, right? There's going to be like a random.
So I don't know. Did I do it wrong and someone just took my
Right.
ticket? Kenzie's like, you're not supposed to transfer it before that you get the cash. I'm like, no, StubHub says you don't get the cash for like
Right.
2 days
and
after
StubHub
the event.
should cover it.
Right.
But Kenzie came in clutch after. She's like, I will make it happen.
I know. Kenzie's like, they owe you money. You have it on screen. I'm like, I sent it to them anyway.
Right.
So I hate it because I'm like I need that in my life.
Right now?
One more
Seriously.
stressful, like I don't, and everyone's like, this is why you shouldn't have done that because you don't know how to do it. I'm like, then why didn't anybody else do it?
They were big dazzling
It was 10
shirts.
o'clock last night. Night before the concert. We've known this for months, and
man.
no one did it. So I did it.
Yeah.
And now everyone's like, I can't believe you did that.
Uh-oh.
Like,
it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Stress level 10. And
StubHub will have it covered. Don't worry.
StubHub, if you're listening, you got it. You need to make this
Help
right.
a sister out.
You got to come through, or else we're going to tell all our hot teas to beware. So Sharon, last week we launched a new segment.
Yes.
The Taste of Long Island segment with
I know.
the Mad Baker. Oh my God, those were still so good.
They
I
were
loved
so
it.
good.
And they were so cute. They were like, we're so proud of,
Oh my
thank
gosh,
you so
the amount of
much on
stories that
social
they-
media.
oh, it
They were
was so cute.
Michael was posting about it, and they were like, thank you. This means the world.
They're so proud. I love that.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's this platform that helps these little
I know.
small businesses get the word out.
Yeah, and so speaking of small businesses and
Yes.
Taste of Long Island, we are here at Jones Beach, and we're at the iconic air show. So we reached out to our amazing friends at Jones Beach Brewing Company.
I know. I'm super excited.
And Doug and Tucker are here. They
Yeah.
came just to deliver us these beers.
They came in and they were like, hey,
They're so
we
cool.
They have so much beer here. I'm like so excited.
I mean, they're like, if you need us to come to the air show
No
on
problem.
Friday, I guess we will.
maybe we can make it happen.
And the cool thing is they were telling us about these beers, and you can see them here on YouTube, and we're going to talk a little bit about them, but they were telling us about it's so much more than beer, because what's so cool is Jones Beach Brewing Company, their company is really about the local community.
Yes.
And giving back.
I love that.
I mean,
love
they
that
are
about them.
100% Long Island, born and
Community,
bred,
yes.
driven, and they gave this cute this little description about how they're like the Horseshoe Crab. Do you want to talk about? You want to?
Yeah,
It's
so-
really, which I was like, what does that even mean?
Jones Beach Brewing Company embodies the Horseshoe Crab, and he was talking about how the Horseshoe Crab bleeds blue, and that's why they all of their beers and their labels have a definition behind them, and they support veterans and local communities. So each beer label has a story behind it. I did a little research yesterday on their website, and they actually have a blog. So
cool.
Their blog talks about each beer and how they came up with the name and why they did what they did.
All the stories are awesome. There's actually this one. What's this one? I kind of want this one actually.
Yeah.
This
is the Bathhouse Blonde.
The Bathhouse Blonde, which is all about Jones Beach Boardwalk, the bathhouse here
Right.
at the boardwalk, and it's even got the jets.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's got the jets. Oh my God, this is hilarious.
This is awesome.
On the label. And so this is going to be my favorite.
Okay.
I haven't haven't even tasted it yet. I'm going to, but I can tell you.
I am drinking the West End watermelon, and this one, like I said, they each all have a different story behind them, but the reason why they went with the horseshoe crab is it's one of the 4 oldest animal species on Earth. It's a staple of Long Island beaches, and they embody longevity and changing environments.
And they were saying, I think the West End watermelon, it like gives back to beaches. Was it beach restoration
Yeah,
kind
so
of?
he
Like,
comes in and they clean
the beaches. And then this one, this other one, which has the iconic Jones Beach spindle. This is the Pencil Pilsner. I kind of want that one next.
Right? I'm excited.
These are like my kind of light. I like it. I like a light beer that actually has like
flavor
and depth, and like I can taste.
You tasted it already?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Cheers.
I went for it. Taste yours and let me know. But I like a beer that has some flavor, you know?
This is delicious.
And that's why I always, everywhere I go, I always look for the local beer.
Right,
Not even when you're on Long Island. When you're traveling, there's nothing better than tasting something local and feeling like the local community. I always ask for the local beer. Whoa.
This is so crazy.
To support that local community. And then the last one they brought us, I just want to show it. It's called Funky Nassau, and this is like a peach, which is so
peach flavor.
cute.
That's cute.
Yeah. And this one they clean up the environmental center at Jones Beach. It's just really cool.
It is awesome. They actually brew out of Lithology in Farmingdale.
Yeah, that's cool. They said that, and we love Lithology.
We love Lithology, and they also brew out of Great South Bay Brewery.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then you can also, when you go to your local liquor store or bar or whatever,
Your beer distributor?
even if you don't see it, ask for Jones Beach Brewing, because then if they don't have it, they'll be like, well, what's that?
Right. and then we could hook you up.
Exactly. Be like, don't you listen to the
Don't
Long
you
Island
know Doug
tea?
and Tucker?
Everybody knows about Jones Beach Brewing Company.
Absolutely.
So
I love it.
I love this new segment that we're doing because it really branches us out and it allows us to showcase local businesses and local, especially ones that are giving back to the community. That's what we're all about.
Absolutely
so
incredible.
Thank you guys, Doug and Tucker, Jones Beach Brewing Company.
So
this is awesome.
You can find them at jonesbeachbrewingco.com or follow them at Jones Beach Brew.
Yeah, and that's how I reached out. They're on Twitter.
Right.
At Jones Beach Brew, and I'm like, oh my God, hey guys, you're gonna be there? Like, come say hi.
Us.
And they were like, we're not gonna just come say hi. We're gonna bring you our stuff. I'm like, I love you guys.
Yeah,
and that's what Long Island's all
they
about.
They said 2 horseshoe crabs will be delivering this tasting for you.
I did not know what that meant. 2 horseshoe crabs
so
delivered,
cute.
but now I do.
Yeah.
So cheers.
Cheers.
Yay! This is why we love Long Island, because it's such a great community and it's so awesome. Okay, so that's kind of like we've got so much Long Island life going, because guess what?
It's going to be Pride Month.
Yes, Pride Month is upon us, starting in June, and we have a very special episode.
Yes.
That we're going to be launching again next weekend. We're just like on the weekends now.
Yeah, we're just hanging out on the weekends.
We're going to be at Patchogue's first Pride Parade.
I'm so excited for that. It's going to be incredible. We were going to get a float, and we were like, no, we don't need a float. We're good.
Us on a float. Hello.
Yeah, imagine.
Hello.
Imagine, but we're really going to be there like commentating and talking about the parade. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I am excited too. They're going to have us at the grandstand with the parade going behind us.
Right.
Like we're like the Today Show.
Like Kathy and Hoda. Just our dream come true.
I know. It's pretty exciting. And oh my gosh. Sharon, I don't know that we've ever been here during this height of the jets.
I know.
I mean, it's pretty amazing. It makes me feel like I'm missing the press conference. I feel like I'm late. It was at 11, right? I'm like, do I have my times right? I don't even know where I am right now.
You want me to ask Michael to go run over?
No, it's fine. It's fine. But I just honestly don't even know where I am right now these days. It's so busy, and it's been so crazy, and there's so many events happening on Long Island.
So many events, so many, especially surrounding Pride. The Hamptons Pride Parade is Saturday, June 3rd. Free Pride Parade on the Mile is June 10th.
Yeah.
There's so many. There's Pride Night at Citi Field on Friday, June 16th.
Whoa.
That's like amazing. Claudio's June 16th, A Night Under the Stars with DJ Vivacious from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh my God, no way.
Right? And then Northport Pride Parade is June 17th, and North Fork Pride Parade is June 24th. So it's so much.
It's interesting. When I was at IPW, I was talking to somebody from JetBlue.
Okay.
And they're launching new flights from the UK and from Amsterdam.
Oh wow.
And she was was like, so, we want to do stuff on Long Island. What would we do? What would we tell these people, these new markets? And I was like, oh, Gatsby Mansions, this, that. And then I said, we're also such a great LGBTQ destination. And she was like, oh my God, no way.
Wow.
I'm like, no, you don't even know. So hard to talk over the jet. But I said that, and she goes, that is so important to our international markets because they really want to feel, like they're going someplace where they're going to be welcome. And I'm like, I love that every one of this is not just a one place thing.
Right.
This is not just
this is all
Fire
over.
Island. This is not just every single one of our downtowns.
Yeah, this is from one end to the other.
It's like, that's what I love about Long Island. It's so welcoming. It's so inclusive. It's so progressive. It's awesome. So
it's amazing.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking a lot about Pride. That one shook me. That one, I felt that one literally in my chest. I was like, shook a little bit. You know what else is cool? If you're on social, you got to follow our social, Long Island Tea Podcast, as well as Discover Long Island, because it's the beginning of summer. So like everything is opening.
I know.
I was sending stuff to them. They think I'm crazy last night because I just tagged Discover Long Island whenever I get it. But like the new Louis Vuitton pop-up for the summer.
Sorry, what?
Oh, in the Hamptons.
Oh, of course.
Louis Vuitton, and they have their, hold on, I was going to tell you what it was called. It's called it's the New Hampton store in East Hampton with exclusive pieces by LV by the Pool collection.
Oh.
You can only get them in the Hamptons.
I love that.
And then Chanel's opening up their Hampton store.
Wow.
I think it's in, I'm not even going to lie, I don't even know where it is. I think it was West Hampton Beach. But there's all these pop-up amazing restaurants and shopping, like the Surf Lodge.
Right.
It has their stuff in Montauk.
It.
It is just like it's so funny. I mean, Long Island's a great place to come all year round.
Right.
But man, in the summer, does it come alive?
Does it come alive, for sure. I mean, there's so much to do. There's so much, like I said earlier, from one end to the other, you can just explore this island and feel like you're in a different world, every aspect.
And I was trying to tell people, every now and then some people would come by the booth and we had like beautiful pictures of Long Island, and they were like, oh, and they'd grab our travel guide or inspiration guide, and they're flipping through and they're like, I used to live there, or I had my summers there when I was a kid because my grandparents were there. And I'm like, you should come back.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you going to the air show this weekend? Because we'll be
right.
And they were
come
like,
see
that
us.
air show.
It's so funny.
It's just so cool that we live in such a vibrant, exciting destination, especially for summer.
I know. 4th of July is epic, right? Like, there's so many things
I know
that we can do.
And again, coming from like a place where I came from, Arizona, you don't look forward to summer.
Right.
Summer's bad.
Right.
Summer's like, ugh.
Not here, girlfriend.
So we're looking forward to welcoming all of you to Long Island this summer. And if you have never been here, there's no better time. Book your trip. And you can always find a place to stay, Monday through Friday, even the weekdays, if you want like a little bit more of a chill experience.
Yeah.
Come during the week. Stay and experience the whole island.
What was Chip saying earlier? This is the 17th year of this?
19th
19th year.
It's
amazing.
And you were telling me a story because you dropped some stuff off to Chip yesterday.
Yes.
And Chip is the head of state.
He's the regional
parks.
director of New York State Parks for Long Island, and I actually had to drop some stuff off because we gave some tchotchkes and goodies for the pilots and their families, and including these sunglasses.
Yes, we want all the pilots to be wearing these glasses.
Yes, and some koozies and things like that. But anyway, I went to his office, and that office is a historic building. It's the New York State Parks office. It has Chip's office is Robert
Okay, go ahead.
Chip's office is Robert Moses's office, and he sits at Robert Moses's desk.
I can't even imagine that.
I asked him, I said, did you carve your initials?
I totally would.
And he's like, they would kill me.
I mean, talk about inspiration, sitting at Robert Moses's desk.
It's so funny because when I went there and I was dropping the stuff off at his assistant, Caitlin, she's amazing. She's been with Parks for
I love her.
17 years. And, she's like, I feel like I was born here. I'm like, I know, same. I was born at Discover Long Island. And she's like, hang on, Chip's, pulling in. He wants to say hi. So we're in her office, which is the opposite end of the building, and she's walking me up to his office, and I felt like I was walking into like the presidential office. Like it was so crazy, and the beautiful architecture of that building is incredible.
It's so cool. I mean, what Robert Moses did here, if you have not read The Power Broker, is
listen to it.
Listen to it on Audible if you're lazy like me. It is nothing more than just a feat of innovation, honestly, creating Jones Beach. And what an amazing thing, speaking of the Jones Beach Brewing Company, doing something for the community and for all the people, making parks accessible, making Long Island accessible. It's a great story, the Robert Moses story. And listen, and he was not always a nice person and shrewd, but he left a legacy that we're all enjoying today. Look behind us, everyone's on these beaches.
It's amazing.
Living their best Long Island life right now.
It's amazing.
It was cold this morning, and now the sun's out.
I know,
and
it's beating on us.
It's,
I'm a little hot.
my God, I know. I mean, every year,
but I'm drinking a nice cold beer, so
this beer
perfect.
is helping. I'll tell you what, the girls are looking at me over there, Kenzie and Penelope and Tegan, like, can we have some beer?
Right.
And I'm like, no. No, girls.
Sorry,
I
not
know.
sorry.
So, speaking of some celebrity a little bit, because I know we're going to have a little bit of a truncated show today, because I got to go to this press conference. Tina Turner.
I am heartbroken.
Yeah, you went and saw the show.
Yes.
Was it your anniversary that you did that?
I think so, or it was my birthday, I don't know, but I went and saw the show, and it was so incredible, and the actress that portrayed her was phenomenal, but she was 83 years old when she passed.
I feel like that's too young.
I know.
I feel like that's too young for Tina Turner.
And I love Alyssa's like, Sharon! When everybody got the Apple notification or People notification, Alyssa comes running in. Did you hear? I'm like, yes.
I know.
So sad.
What a legend, know, she was. And talk about a picture of perseverance. She went through some tough times.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she started her career in the 50s and with her, husband at the time, and was terrible. And then she took off on her own, in the 70s and just really came through.
She talk about somebody that paved the way for a lot of women.
Absolutely.
And she was a pillar of strength and always looked so dang good.
Those legs.
And last time I saw her, she was like 83, still rocking it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm like, dang, girl. So cheers to the
Tina.
legendary Tina Turner. She's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I have no idea what else is going on in the world, because I've been in a trade show.
Whirlwind.
And by the way, this show that I went to, Sharon, is so crazy. It was hosted by San Antonio. And
oh my God, I was following your stories, Amir's stories.
Oh, yeah.
It just...
They had an opening party that I was taking videos of it. I was so mind blown, because I'm like, this is the power of conventions.
Oh, yes. Incredible.
That's so scary.
It doesn't get old. It does not get old.
I mean, can you imagine flying that thing?
No.
That it honestly, even if you've been to another air show and you think, I didn't think I liked air shows until I moved here and came to the Jones Beach Air Show.
Right.
It is so amazing. Nothing makes you feel more patriotic.
Oh yeah.
And more in awe of watching these jets and these pilots go by. It's really, really cool. You've got to do this. This is a bucket list. Talk about a bucket list.
Talk about a bucket list. This is definitely should be on everybody.
I know. Back to the show. It was amazing because you're like the amount of jobs it created.
What was the building? It was just a building lit up that's at IPW?
That was my hotel.
That's amazing.
That was the hotel I was in, and they lit up all the windows to say IPW, which is International Powwow, and they had, it was this huge party. It was like an Epcot Center. It was like beer gardens, and they probably spent more on hosting this
and
conference
entertainment. You had
than
Dirk
my entire
Bentley.
budget. Dirk Bentley was
I
at
love
lunch.
Dirk Bentley. And Counting Crows.
Yeah, the first lunch was surprise. It's Counting Crows.
I can't.
And I sent Thomas a picture. I'm like, it's Counting Crows, and he's like, at lunch.
What are they doing?
Yeah, I know, right?
How did they perform? Because I feel like
they were good. Okay, so I love the Counting Crows.
The Counting Crows. It's our generation,
But the reason why I have never seen them in concert is because I have heard that they don't sing the songs like you know them on the radio.
Well, they talk. They talk through them.
Oh, they
and
yes.
And what
they
it
talk,
is
yeah, they talk them.
I've seen them a couple times, and he had like one or too many.
Yeah.
But it was like talk through the. So if you don't like the storytelling, but he talks a lot through his songs. I like that. I happen to like that, but
no. I was talking to my friend Corey from Thousand Islands, and he was like, "Did you know who the lunch is today?" Right before I'm like, "No." He's like, "It's Counting Crows." I'm like, "No way, that's awesome." And then we were going, and we're sitting at a table. I'm one of those people, like, we all get up and go to the front.
yes, me too. You go
I was
far
like, why
down
not?
as you can.
You know? And I want to check it out. And I told him, I was like, I love them, but I hear that in concert, they don't sing the songs.
Well, I feel like a lunch concert is probably different.
Yeah. And he was like, "No, that's cool. I'm for that. Like, I like having it mixed up."
Yeah, me too.
And I don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am not.
Allison.
Oh, hey, Allison. I'm like, I am not here for any kind of jam session.
No, I know.
don't wanna
That's
hear
why
your
you hate
jam
Dave
session.
Matthews.
That's why I also, yes, that's one of the reasons I hate Dave Matthews.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I don't want to hear your jam session.
Right.
I want to hear the songs, which is why I love Taylor
Dirks,
Swift.
though? How was Dirks?
So I
Because
left early.
love Dirks.
I
Oh, you
missed
didn't
it.
see him?
No,
Oh,
I
he's
left.
an incredible performer.
I know. Everybody loved him. Apparently,
Yeah.
he was really good.
He's so adorable.
And of course, it was very tourism-centric because he was singing like "Drunk on a Plane."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And everybody was like, "We're drunk on
I
a
saw
plane."
him in concert, and he ends like his finale is drunk on a plane, and he brings out a plane
my
on
God.
his set. Like,
Whoa.
Yeah, he's crazy.
And then the closing party of the event was at the Alamo,
Oh my gosh.
and I skipped that too.
What?
I know. I came home early.
Oh yeah.
You know, I
You
always
had a
get
lot-
there late.
Yeah.
Everybody was there a day before me. I get there late, and I come home early. Hot now. What?
10:45.
Yeah, thank you. I'm watching. Thank you. So anyway, it was really inspirational to see how a city embraces having a convention center.
Oh, absolutely.
And now you have all these hotels around it, and like the village where the opening party was, it's built for meetings.
Right.
They host conventions there every single day, and the staff and the people that work there were so hospitality trained.
Oh, that's amazing.
They were like, "Welcome, thank you for being here." Everyone, like people picking up the trash, everybody like knew that the meetings and conventions and tourism is their bread and butter.
I love that.
And they were welcome. Everybody was so impressed, and what a cool. So good job, San Antonio.
I'm telling you, Texas is literally jam-packed with conventions this year. Like DI's in Dallas.
They're welcoming everything.
They're welcoming. I don't know what's happening, but they're
I don't
like,
know either. But at the airport, I got a Whataburger. Did you see that?
yes. What is that?
Says the New Yorker.
Says the New Yorker.
So Whataburger is like the In-N-Out
Oh, okay.
of Texas.
Okay.
Right? Everyone in Texas knows Whataburger. In fact, I was just watching this movie about, when Tegan and I had our sleepover.
Yeah.
And it was with Ashton Kutcher and all these people. It was so funny. It was the one where I told you John Mayer was in it, and they kept going 100%, 100%.
Oh my God, what was that movie?
It's called Vengeance, I think.
Yes, okay.
And it's so hilarious. Oh, a little ladybug just landed on our table. That's good luck.
Yes, see?
But anyway,
StubHub's got you.
then they go to West Texas. Yeah, thank you, StubHub. Come through, dude. That's a big deal for me. But this movie Vengeance with Ashton Kutcher, it's based in West Texas, and I was having it was triggering for me.
Right.
And he's asking his family, and they're like, Whataburger is the best. You got to go to Whataburger. And he's like, well, what makes it good? And they're like, it's just right there.
Oh my God.
Always right. He's like, but so are other things. He's like, no, Whataburger's right there.
So it was good?
It's huge. First of all, it's enormous.
Right.
And it's like mustard and pickles.
I love that.
And I say yellow mustard.
You don't like spicy?
Well, in New York, it's like brown mustard.
Yes.
In Texas, it's yellow mustard. Anyway,
funny.
And the girls were laughing because it comes with the average meal, huge burger, medium fries, 32-ounce drink. That's
average.
That's the
'Cause
standard.
it's Texas, so everything's big in Texas.
And I was like, the girls were like, that's the largest soda I've ever seen. I'm like, girl, it's Texas.
Right?
And they
go
had,
big or go home.
And they had, for a limited time, a Dr. Pepper shake.
Oh, was it good?
I didn't get it. It was tempting though.
Yeah.
I was like, who has a Dr. Pepper shake?
Right? That
Only
sounds
Texas.
delicious.
Anyway, it was great, but I was so glad to be home on Long Island, ready for this amazing weekend. I can't believe we're going to be on the road for Memorial Weekend, but we're going to.
But are you gone all weekend, or you come home tomorrow?
No. When they were coming home, and I'm just enjoying my Long Island Memorial Weekend for sure.
Good.
Weather's going to be amazing. We have a ton of new partners.
Oh, yeah. And to get featured on the podcast, please email partnership@discoverlongisland.com for this new Taste Long Island segment.
Yeah. And leave us a review. But we have a bunch of new partners. Everyone wants to be mentioned. Yeah, and definitely if you want us to do a taste of segment next week, like I said, we'll be in Patchogue at the Pride, their first annual Pride Parade. So make sure you tune into that as well. And just keep following us all summer. And make sure you follow our social.
Yes, 100%.
It's not
100%.
we'll by the 100% by the next show we'll have picked our Oheka Castle winner.
Yes,
which will be great.
So exciting.
And we're going to be doing lots of giveaways for tickets to Hamptons events and brunches, and we're just going to be helping you to get out there too.
Absolutely. And don't forget to come to the Bethpage Air Show this weekend.
Yeah.
This is airing tomorrow, so come check these Thunderbirds out.
Yeah, and come grab your free sunglasses at Discover Long Island's table.
Yes.
We're only here on Friday and Saturday, so make sure you come by and see us. And follow Discover Long Island and Long Island Tea Podcast for all things Long Island summer. And we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
The Long Island Tea Podcast is brought to you by Discover Long Island. For exclusive access to contests and promotions, follow Long Island Tea Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And for questions, comments, and collaborative inquiries, email spillthetea@discoverlongisland.com.